Hello Rainbow Group, it's phonics time again, but today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Okay? We are going to be doing a phase 3 recap, which means we're going to be thinking about all the learning we've done so far, because all of the sounds we've been practicing belong to the phase 3 family. And a recap just means thinking back to our learning and practicing it again. All right, so I hope you've got your thinking caps on and you're looking my way so that we can really try our best. Okay, make sure you've got something to write on close by, because I will be asking you to do some writing at some point. Okay, so let's make a start. So our first activity today is a match the digraphs to the correct picture. All right, so what we have to do is take a look at all of these sounds along the side of here, practice them, all right, and then we're going to be looking at these pictures. What's in the picture? Some of them are really easy to see, and then we're going to decide which digraph we need if we were going to write these words down, or even if we're going to say these words. So our first one over here, do you know it? Yeah, it's A. Now then, thinking about these pictures, you might already see it, but we're just going to concentrate on these sounds for a moment. So looking at me, what's this one? Do you know it? Yeah, it's You are mixing something, maybe washing your hands. Okay. Now then, down here, do you know this one? Yep, it's ow. Then down here, we've got the E sound. Now, do you remember Eeyore the donkey? Get your ears ready. We just need the first part. E. And then down here, do you know this one? Yeah, you have to pretend to be a seal. R. Now then, let's take a look at these pictures. What is this? Of course, it's cheese. Think about what sounds you can hear. Then we have some children playing in the park. Now this cloud is full of rain. Then this one, you might need to ask a grown-up, but it's actually called an iceberg. It's a massive piece of ice, but part of it is above the water and a lot of it is underneath the water. So it's very dangerous for passing ships in case they bang into it. And then the last one down here, you all know this one. Yes, it's a picture of a cow. So what I'd like you to do is pause the video and see if you can work out which digraph goes with which picture. So off you go. Now, I'm really interested to see what you came up with. So A, which picture has the A sound in it? Well, it's definitely not cheese or park. I can see rain. Rain. So I'm going to match that one with that one. Did you get that one right? Next we have Now then, cheese, park, cow must be the iceberg. Fantastic. Then down to this one. Ow. Now, it's not going to be cheese or park, so it must be our lovely little cow down here. Then E. So I wonder if Eeyore likes cheese. Yep, that's the right one because we've got the E sound in cheese. Can you hear it? And then last of all, of course, the R goes with park because, of course, the R sound is in park. I hope you got on all right with those. We'll now move on to our next challenge. Here we have a what is the missing sound activity. 6 pictures and 6 words that have got the digraph taken out of them. So you have to do a bit of thinking here. What I'd like you to do is pause the video, take a look at each picture, think about what it is, think about what sound you need to complete the word. And then I'd like you to write that sound down on your board or paper. Okay, and then the whole word so that you can have everything in front of you. All right, so off you go. We will come back and look at them together. All right, so the first one is definitely a picture of the night, isn't it? So what did you get? I is what you should have had. Not great writing, Mrs. Grotsky. And then your t on the end. Let's check it. Night. Okay. So this one over here, it is of course a book. So we've got the b. What comes next? Yes, it's the sound. All right. So let's just check it back. Book. Brilliant. Then over here, we have a lovely looking little fellow, and he is, of course, a sheep. So I'm hoping you got this one right. You need the sh digraph at the front. Just check it back. Sheep. So 2 digraphs in that word. All right, then down here, Mrs. Grotsky loves corn on the cob. So you needed the missing digraph of or, didn't you? Let's see. Or. Corn. All right, I hope you got the right curly cut at the front. Okay, so moving on. What have we got here? Can you show me? What's this called? Yep, it's your thumb. So you should have got the t and the h digraph at the front. Let's check it back. Thumb. All right, lovely. And then last of all, did you get this one? Quite tricky in a way. There's obviously a flame and heat. What's it doing to the hand? Yep, it's burning, isn't it? So our word is burn. So you should have got that digraph. Let's check it back. Burn. All right then. So next, I would like you to read all of these again to yourself or with your group to make sure you really practice. Okay, off you go. So something different again. Now, it does actually say drag the words, but that's not going to be what you're going to be able to do, but we're going to match the words to the correct place. Okay. Now then, so we've got a number of words here. We've got a treasure chest where all the real words go. And then we've got our little alien friend here. And he's going to be eating all of the rubbish words. Okay. So what I'd like you to do in a moment is pause the video. And then by yourself or with your group, you're going to read each of these words and decide where you would put them. Would they go in the treasure chest or would they go in the alien's belly? And then we will come back together and double check what you've got. Okay, so off you go. Now then, looking at the first one, let's take a look at the sounds. We've got t, I, t, tight. Is that a real word? It certainly is. So Mrs. Grotsky is going to pop it into the treasure chest. Did you get that as well? Next one does look a bit strange to me already. We've got eeyore. No, definitely for the alien, that one. Then our next word, let's see what we've got. Dark. Yeah, because at night time it gets dark, doesn't it? So I'm going to move that one into the treasure chest. Here we have another one here. Let's see what sounds we have. Ouge. Douge. I've never heard of a douge, so I think the alien can eat that one. Then over here, yorl. No, I think that's another silly one. So it can go in the alien's belly. And then let's have a look at the next one. What did you get? Yeah, rain, quite straightforward one, that one. And we practiced it earlier, didn't we? So sometimes it does rain down on us, doesn't it? So that's definitely a word. Then the last one you had to look at was Strong. Are you feeling strong today? It's definitely a word, isn't it? So it goes in the treasure chest. Perfect. Well, I hope you got on all right with those. I know it's difficult. You can't actually do the dragging at home, but I hope you were able to decide by yourself or with your group whether it was a real word or an alien word. Okay, fantastic. All right then, so you definitely need to have something to write on now because it is a writing challenge. Can you write the word for each picture? And what digraph do you need? All right, so you're going to take a look at each of these pictures and you're going to think about what digraph do I need for the word, the main word, okay, for each of those pictures. All right. And then at the end, your next challenge will be to write a sentence, okay? So first of all, pause the video and go through each picture. See if you can find out what digraph you need. Okay, well, what is this? Of course, it's a coin. So the digraph is the oi sound. I hope you got that one right. Then over to here. What's happened to this boy? There's an arrow to something on his face. It looks like he's got a bruise or something. So I was thinking of the word hurt. So did you think of that one? So the digraph would be wouldn't it? Hurt. Okay. Then down here, I wonder if you thought of the same one as Mrs. Grotsky, only really one. Light and bright. And in both of those words, we've got the I sound, haven't we? I. So, but it's actually a trigraph because there's 3 sounds here. Okay, I. Lovely. I bet you got that one right. And then the last one, we have a pair of boots, don't we? So you could have thought of oo for boots, or you could have thought of air for pear. So either of those would be fine, but Mrs. Scotts is going to go with air, okay? A pair of boots. Pear. Now your last challenge is to pause the video again and write a sentence using one of these sounds, okay? So off you go. Now Mrs. Grotsky came up with this sentence. I went for the light is bright. Now let me check it. I've got my capital letter. I've got my trigraph here in 2 places. This is the one I told you about earlier, isn't it? Finger spaces and my full stop. So I think I've done quite a good job. All right, so I want you to check your sentence back. Do you have all of the things you need for a good sentence? And did you remember to use a word with your digraph in, or maybe your trigraph in? So that's it for today, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.